All right, so we're gonna take a spin up this way, up into the old endless mountains here. It's been a while since I've been up this way. You know, I never had a machine that could even consider coming up here. Hey, it's Sean. Howdy doody, neighbor. Just fucking around trying to get some video for the channel. Where you guys headed off to?
Back home.
Yeah? Yeah,
First time out on it, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How's that thing running? What is that, a little 120 something? Yeah, yeah. Nice. Good seeing you. Enjoy riding. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't like not having a rear brake now. Ooh, I don't like that at all. I wasn't thinking you need the rear brake off-road much more than you need the front. All right, we'll take the right path like Sean said. Hook around here like so. I should probably slow down since I don't actually know these trails. When you're riding on a new set of trails or something, always look way ahead. You know, you could worry about what's right in front of you. When you get to that, you should be looking way out ahead of you. Oh, this is awesome up in here. I actually got some trails to ride. Oh man, how have I not come up here yet? I've been doing myself a great disservice. Ooh, some big old rocks. Kind of screwed the pooch on that one. I'd like to pull out the 360 camera here, but it's way too bumpy for all that. Oh yeah, I can't help. What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing good out there today. We are hanging out up atop the lovely and the beautiful Endless Mountains. And guess what? That's right. Got my baby back up and running. We have some issues to take care of as far as fitting the brake on this new motor goes, but we are good to go and in business. Just got to get the hub sinks put on here and she'll be running cool, calm, and collect. Sketchy little kickstand situation. Wow, it's hot out today. I'm sweating balls here and I'm barely even doing anything. So yeah, happy to have the bike back up and running. I know a couple of you guys said you've been excited to see it out and about riding. So I'm out here sweating like madman. Excuse me. Trying to get some cool clips. I'm playing around with the new 360 camera, seeing you know, if I can't get that to work too. So yeah, without further ado, let's get back to riding. Dudes and dudettes, we like recording? Yeah, dude. Totally. But, so, some of you guys are probably curious. Which way did I come in through? Oh yeah, straight across here. Yeah, some of you guys are probably curious as to what was up with the bike. What broke, how did I fix it, how did everything go. So what the big error turned out to be was that, well, it was a combination of an accident and just pure unadulterated user error on my part. I didn't protect the wires well enough when I ran them between the two spacers and the brake rotor. So over time, and I guess with that accident, that, you know, nice blunt brute force shock to everything, what happened was it had worn through all of the protective casings and shorted out. Well, it ripped clean through the hall sensor wires, and it had shorted out one of the phase wires, which is what actually eventually ended up killing the controller. So then, thinking that it was 100% just the hub, what I did was I went and I bought a new QS205 V3, got their 3.5 turn, the high speed motor, and came in, you know, I'm all happy, got it out of the box, hooked it up to the old controller still. Check this out. I'm riding along here and I'm like, what in the hell? Why is the freewheel turning? I don't have a chain on there. So I come back here. Come on, yeah, I can't get it to turn back now. But I come back here and the thing is butted right up against the swing arm here. Turns out it just vibrated loose from the riding because, well, I never even bothered to tighten it. Okay, anyway, I digress. Okay, once again, back to the story. So yeah, I hooked the old controller up to that new hub, this new hub, and it immediately, prompt-like, blew that hall sensor that corresponded to the shorted out phase line as well. It was the yellow phase wire that I shorted out, rubbed through on the original motor, and that's what sensor it killed in this. So I went in there, replaced the sensor. Also, I got this neat little testing unit. All right, we're gonna have to do a bit of exploring to get out of here. Yeah, so I got this cool little testing unit. I'll put some pictures up on the screen of it. If you follow me on Facebook or anything like that, you've seen it already. So what it does is you just take the little alligator clips that are on it, you hook them up to your hall sensor wires or the phase lines, either way, off either connection from the motor or the controller, and as you either hit the throttle and or rotate the wheel, depending on what you're testing, the lights will light up in different sequences, or all the lights, none of the lights, etc., etc. So what that tells you is, without having to take anything apart, without even having to have an external power supply, because that little tester has a built-in 5-volt power supply, you hook that up and it'll tell you right off the get-go if you need to repair a hall sensor, if your phase windings are bad, if your throttle's bad. You could test your brake lever, all of that stuff. So it's fantastic, and they're dirt cheap. I think I got that thing for, it was under $20 for sure. And so yeah, I used that, found out, you know, verified really at that point that the yellow hall sensor line was down, tore the hub down, repaired that, got it back on the bike, and then in an early case of celebration, I posted the video to Facebook. And then by the time I undid the wiring on the controller to, you know, properly route it into the frame and everything, whoops, I had already worn through the wires coming out of the hub just from spinning it to test it. So I'll insert another picture somewhere on screen. So at that point, what I had to do was just disassemble everything. That was my only choice. I had to take it all back apart, snip the wires, get rid of all the torn up frayed bits, okay, so we just went in a complete circle. This is where I was filming at before. Yeah, I just clipped off the old bits, all the torn up wire, re-tinned it, cut some little snips of extensions that, you know, maybe about an inch long. I had to use silicone stuff, you know, the real flexible, high quality wiring, 20 gauge, you know, a little bigger than what was necessary, but it's what I had right on hand. I didn't feel like digging for anything. And so I got that all done up, heat shrinked every connection, wrapped it up in some good, some nice wire loom tape, put their protection, the two different layers of sleeving that they had over the cables. Okay, let's try this again. And yeah, I ran it, and here we are, climbing the mountain with it. Unfortunately though, I only have a front brake right now because this motor was actually supplied with a guard to protect the wires coming out of the hub. What do you know? Crazy ass idea, right? And so now my old rotor setup no longer works. It won't even fit, you know, with the spacers and all that crap. So, okay, we're gonna go right this time, yeah. So now I'm waiting on, instead of spacing the rotor out more, using two of those like threaded hub aluminum adapters. They're 5 millimeters thick each. I'll put a picture of them up on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. But I had two of them sandwiched, you know, stacked together, and then the rotor on top of that. But now it looks like I only have room for maybe one of them and the rotor beneath that guard. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of spacing the rotor out more, I'm just gonna move the caliper itself out. And thanks to McMaster Kerr, I could get really any of the highest quality hardware I could possibly need to my house within one day, because we're so close, I guess. So that's awesome. So I ended up getting some nice aluminum spacers. They're unthreaded spacers for an M6 bolt, 5 millimeters thick each. And yeah, I'm gonna run dual 220 millimeter rotors on the new bike that I'm building. So what I had to do, since D&M are douchebags and they use that like proprietary caliper adapter mount, I bought some more of the same unthreaded aluminum spacers, 17 millimeters tall, you know, 203 to 220. And that way we could shave them or add washers wherever we need to make up the difference. And then we're good to go. Oh, wow. Sean had me go all the way down and around there, and I could have just popped in right there. Alrighty. So yeah, I think that's about enough of me rambling on. Let's do some cool little time-lapse clips. All right, guys, that wraps this one up. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick little, well, actually, I don't know how quick this is going to be. I took a decent amount of video today. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I came up with some cool ideas when I was editing it. So yeah, stick around. There'll be plenty more to come. Of course, we're working on the new Gasbike. That's going to be awesome. I got this Pack 3 Target walk behind concrete saw that I have to work on. Well, I'm gonna try to fix it, not that I have to work on it. Needs a new seal grommet there in the fuel tank, and the carburetor is apparently spitting fuel like it's its job. So we're gonna see if we can't fix that, and if not, I need to try and find a new carburetor that'll fit this bolt pattern, because apparently these are long discontinued. Oh joy, oh joy, oh joy. So, as always guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by, giving me a little bit of your time. Stay safe out there, stay healthy, enjoy riding, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.